This just in. The short bus is getting a lot longer as studies show we're overdiagnosing autism. Hello and welcome to Here's Your Apology, your number one source for disinformation. I'm Nate. Producer Levi is right here with me, as always. Hands on top of the table, so you know we're not creepy.
Is that a sign of not being creepy?
Hands are on the table. I'm not fucking doing anything weird. I feel like...
I remember we posted a clip and you were holding the mic like this the whole time, and all the comments were like, why is he holding the mic like that?
I know, it's like...
Because you're like, let me tell you, brother.
Yeah.
You know, holding onto the mic all gripped up.
Yeah.
All white knuckled, just like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never get like that?
Well, because we don't want to cross into each other's frames, we have a limited range of motion.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why we don't know what to do with our hands most of the time.
Yeah, but I can assure you I don't think this is a dick. Or do I?
Or do I pretend it's the hardest I've ever been?
I am going to do that now.
When I pulled up today, I saw the work you've been doing outside.
Oh.
Your house looks nice.
Thank you.
Been busy in the yard like a good husband.
Yeah. It's fucking sad, really. You know? Like that's what I'm bragging about at this point in my life. Is my green, like how green I can get my lawn.
Yeah.
That's my goal. My goal is to build a fucking garden border.
The bushes you dug up and now the ones you're gonna replace them.
Yeah, like I'm all hyped for it. I'm sending pictures to fucking relatives.
Yeah, we went to the nursery to get these new, bushes,
begonias or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like,
but that's kind of like homeowner stuff. Like once you own a home,
yeah,
it's
emphasis
like
on homo.
People who own a home get it. So that it is something to brag about,
Yeah, but it's fucking...
Because we get it. Like, and then I start to think, like...
I could use some begonias.
Yeah, like, I've thought about planting a fruit tree, or whatever. Like, it inspires change.
In yards. Of middle-aged men and women.
Homeowners,
Yeah, I suppose. Dude, it's just so weird. Like the transition from now, in my era at least, the transition from MTV to HGTV is fucking wild. Like they could have just moved everyone over.
Yeah.
The anchors, remember, I'm Kurt Loder, and this is the MTV News, and he had that like fucking monster face, and now he should be hosting an HGTV show about like.
Yeah, because you kind of wonder whatever happened to, like, the bikini models on the spring break
they're dead.
Specials,
They're all dead.
Or let's see their living room,
Yeah.
They're either dead or we could start something, HGTV, like reality cast members' houses.
Yeah, who survived.
Yeah.
Like, they just go over reality people from the 90s who lived.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're all dead now.
And then it just becomes like an MTV Cribs / let's
move this
makeover.
Yeah.
Move the bus. We see their new, condo that they built.
Yeah.
That they bought back when they had money. And now they have to live in a condo for the rest of their lives.
Yeah. It'd be cool to see Puck from the real world, like, get out of his cardboard box and actually have a roof over his head,
Exactly.
That'd be cool.
We're giving back to that community. The ones who started it all. The ones who paved the way for today's reality TV trash to make a living. Let's be honest.
True.
They
Pioneers.
made no money back in the day doing reality TV shows so that today buying Sunset can exist,
Mm-hmm.
Any of the Housewives shows can exist. I think these early Real World and Road Rules cast members deserve reparations. They paved the way for the Real Housewives, the Kim Kardashians.
You make a great point, Levi.
Reality TV stars used to be laughed at in public, and now name a movie star. You know?
Seriously.
Like they're all reality stars
Right.
now.
Yeah. Yeah, and no thanks to those who broke their backs the years before that paved the way.
Exactly.
The Harriet Tubmans.
I remember a Real World cast member, one of the girls, flashed someone her boobs for $10 on the show.
That's a crack whore.
$10. And now she's married to the associate producer of that show who hasn't worked on another show since.
Ooh.
You know?
They're like sleeping at a rest area somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sad thing. Like those actors, those people, like they endured such hardships. You know what I mean? So they did reality TV to receive no salary, only to then grow up and also receive no salary
and no fame. Like that 15 minutes was over.
Right.
You know, they can't all be Theo Vaughn.
Yeah. He's like, he's the only one that's continued to fucking climb.
And Christina.
She was on like, I mean,
I don't know.
Does she count?
I don't know. Probably.
I don't think so.
It was probably her first foray into like public television.
Or yeah.
You know, cable.
Yeah. I feel like unless you were a stand-up comedian or you smack someone in the face in the 90s on one of those shows, no one's going to remember you.
Yeah. Or if you like currently host something. I feel like a lot of those people turn up to be hosts.
Yeah.
Of other shows.
Almost like they're actors.
Exactly.
Almost. A lot of those people, they have something wrong, you know?
Yeah.
Like you listen to
a lot
talk.
of the current people on reality shows have something wrong. I think there's a type of person who's willing to do a lot of these type of reality shows, especially the dating ones.
Bisexuals.
Just the most promiscuous people, you know? All the Netflix dating shows are like, and you're going to have sex with every single one of these guys and hopefully you find your person, you know?
True love.
The challenge is to sleep with every guy in the house to find your husband.
Yeah.
You know? And Nick Lachey's the host or whatever, you know?
yeah.
Like that's
Nick Lachey and his wife.
That's every show on Netflix now. It just has gotten so trashy, you know? Like
it's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like give me the most
audiences
craziest.
Want it.
I want to see two minnows as, you know, two autistic
What
people.
is the correct term? You can't say artards anymore. So what is mentals? I think that
Mongoloids
is close, but maybe a little still dehumanizing.
Is
two mentals.
Two mentals. That's what Theo Vaughn says.
What about like two? Because mentally handicapped is
two crips.
It's too long.
Yeah.
You know. So two. What's the right one? What's the correct one?
Dum-dums. Not dum-dums. You can't use dum-dums. That'd come across as mean.
Two. Mentally
racist.
Mentally challenged.
Yeah, challenged. Yeah. That always sounds to me. I'd rather be called like, oh, that's Nate. He's a little retarded. I don't fucking know. What were we saying though about it?
About who joins reality shows.
Yeah. And I just think something in you either have like childhood trauma or something's not right in the noggin, you know?
To want to be in a reality show?
Yes, to want, especially in the 90s. When you what's the incentive?
Fame.
None of them got it.
It's the 15 minutes of fame. They got it.
No,
they got it for a little bit. Little taste. Just like any of the musicians in Diddy's Making the Band, they're still out here trying to be Danity Kane or whatever, trying to like, you know,
Pussycat all their way into,
you know, just like they're playing the same songs. Like they had their moment, they had their single hit, and now it's like, we put out a new album.
Shut up and dance.
Nobody cares.
No one
The show's over. All right.
Yeah. Like they're all now dancing to afford to make music. You know,
Exactly.
instead of like getting paid to
Exactly.
do music, they have to like go back to stripping.
They're just like, exactly. Well, speaking of the mental illnesses that drive people to reality TV and these shows, the guy who lowered the bar for autism has come out and said that we're currently overdiagnosing autism in people.
Surprise. I feel like
In the 1980s, the early 1980s, it was 1 in 100,000 kids was autistic. Today, it's 1 in 36 kids. And the article was about the guy who advocated to lower the bar, basically create the spectrum, make it so that, there are more categories for what we consider autism. And now he's coming out and saying those categories are just like too
inclusive
that now everybody has autism, basically.
Oh,
We can like it's pointing to like differences, just like normal diversity within psychiatric whatever.
Yeah.
And it's calling certain ones autism when it's really just differences in psychiatric,
like
proclivities or whatever,
Yeah. Like, no, Wayne, he just doesn't like people. He's an asshole.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, autistic.
Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah.
He's autistic.
Mental disorders are the new zodiac signs. It's like, I'm ADHD and a little autistic.
Oh my gosh.
Which means when I get stressed, I like to scream and then run away.
That's crazy. I'm OCD and
Yeah. This is like what new mental illnesses are. It's like, it's just like there's too many categories for like mental
Victimhood.
illness that it's like there's something for everybody. Oh, you can niche it down to like, this is who I am.
Yeah.
What's it called? What did we decide this is called? The thing that I have, the thing that where I need to touch doorknobs and like slapped my mom.
Yeah.
Like what are there's just too many categorizations to where everybody falls into something.
Like
exactly.
You're all,
Yeah.
You're all off.
Yeah.
We need to dial every single person back in.
Exactly. Like any kid with a speech impediment now gets labeled with autism.
Yeah.
That's
Brady. He just stutters. He's brilliant. He can play the piano. He's not fucking. He's not on the spectrum.
Yeah.
He just stutters.
Has a speech. He has a lisp.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean he needs to go to special classes.
You're having him recycle.
Maybe speech classes, but that's it.
You don't have autism. They tell you have autism. You're just like, man, that's a real bummer.
To go to 5.5 in 100,000 to 1 in 36. That means that so many people are running around out here thinking they have autism.
And they don't.
And they probably don't.
Yeah. When they correct this back, because at some point they will. Imagine those kids. Imagine the special ed kid coming back into your class as like a normal. Hey,
they changed the standards, so
not autistic,
just D student.
I'm clean.
Yeah,
just a subpar student.
Yeah,
here to learn.
You guys are gonna have to catch me up on what we've been learning though, because we're still on page 1 in the other
in the coloring book.
Yeah,
because all we've been doing is emptying recycle bins during class periods.
Yeah, exactly.
Page 1. Where are you guys at?
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to catch me up on some of this curriculum.
Because again, I'm not fucking autistic.
Yeah, turns out I was just I just hate people.
Yeah.
Or like what are like whatever they think the signs are that you're autistic.
Yeah.
We should take a test.
Yeah, because I am definitely gonna be somewhere on the spectrum. If if our commenters are right about anything, then I'll be somewhere.
You got some autism in you.
Somewhere in there.
Let's see. Let's find a test online. Question 1.
Let's hear it.
I prefer to do things on my own rather than with others. There's a definitely agree, slightly agree, disagree, and definitely disagree.
No, I strongly agree.
I prefer doing things the same way. For instance, my morning routine or trips to the supermarket.
Oh, dude, I am a routine machine.
So you definitely agree?
Definitely agree.
Okay.
Like tonight, I'll set my coffee press. I'll do my espresso tonight because in the morning, I fill my cup with, I already know what cup I'm going to use. It has to be my stainless Starbucks cup. Otherwise, it'll spill. And also, it just doesn't feel right in my hands on a Wednesday.
I've had one of your coffee mugs at my house since about a year ago.
Is it stainless?
No, it's white porcelain. It's the one I used to drain oil out of ground beef.
Oh,
You know, spoon it into the cup and then it turns into like solid. It's like what
that
cup
makes me
don't
mad,
we? What cup
Levi?
don't we care about? Grab that mug that we didn't pick out.
What if I just melted down right now? It was my favorite cup.
All right. I find myself becoming strongly absorbed in something, even obsessional.
Yeah.
Slightly agree, definitely agree, slightly disagree.
I agree strongly.
Definitely?
Definitely.
You're very sensitive to noise and will wear earplugs or cover my ears in certain situations.
You know what? Honestly, I can't hear a damn thing anyway, so no.
So definitely disagree.
Yeah.
Sometimes people say I'm being rude even though I think I'm being polite.
All the time.
I'm going to say slightly agree on that one.
Okay.
Slightly. I find it
Fuck you.
I find it easy to imagine what characters from a book might look like.
I find it easy?
To imagine what characters from a book might look.
Yeah. I mean, give me a character from a book. Let me see. Even if I haven't read the book, I'll...
Harry Potter.
A nerdy wizard kid.
Close
Easy.
enough. Yeah.
Bowl cut.
Probably. Yeah.
Right?
So definitely agree.
Yeah.
I find it easy to talk in groups of people.
This is going to sound funny, but if I'm the center of attention, like if I have a microphone and I command the audience, yes. If I'm in a group of people, like just friends and we're just mingling, no.
I'll say slightly agree.
Okay.
I'm more interested in finding out about things than people.
100%.
I find numbers, dates, and strings of information fascinating.
Only if you're talking about unlocking the keys to the universe and everything, yes, of course.
So slightly agree.
Slightly. Because I don't like numbers, but all the rest of that shit, check, check, check.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I prefer non-fiction books and films to fiction.
Yeah. Well, fuck.
Real or fake?
Real.
So non-fiction.
Yeah.
So definitely or slightly?
Whatever one is pro nonfiction.
So definitely? Nope.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely.
I find it upsetting if my daily routine is upset or changed.
It'll throw my whole fucking week off, dude.
Definitely agree?
Definitely agree.
It's difficult for me to understand other people's facial expressions and body language. When I was young, I used to play lots of let's pretend or imaginary games.
Yeah, of course.
Definitely?
Yeah, definitely. You didn't?
My sisters made me, you know.
Mm.
It's like, let's play teacher. And I have to play a student, you know, like some
You're just like,
extra character.
can I go the fuck home,
who doesn't-
Mrs.?
Yeah, who gets bossed around by his little sisters, you know.
Yeah.
I like collecting information about things I'm interested in.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, that's, yes.
I like meeting new people.
Mm-mm.
I would find it really hard to play imaginary games with children.
No, I can do that.
You can?
Yeah.
Definitely or slightly?
No, it's tough.
It's tough.
Fucking hard.
It's tough.
It's
Yeah.
really hard.
I'm a definitely no on that.
I'm like, yeah, ooh, I'm a big scary
like-
monster.
Like after like one or two of like, oh, that food was good that you made for me, and they're like, what else can I get for you? You know, like when they're playing kitchen or restaurant or something, you're like, oh, thanks for the milkshake.
yeah.
What else do you want?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I got like one or two dishes in me before it's like I ate the pizza, I drank the soda.
What else do you want?
I don't want you to make me any more pretend food.
I'm pretend full.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Chef Ramsay.
Yeah. Maybe that makes me a bad uncle, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Father.
Yeah.
Maybe that makes me a bad dad.
Yeah. But, you know, kids got to learn that, first of all, it's not that easy to make food.
Yeah.
Second of all, we live in reality.
Yeah. Get a job so you can buy some of the ingredients.
Yeah. And then see how long it takes you to make me the pizza I ordered.
Yeah, you little asshole. Like, you don't just grab a bowl from the fucking cabinet and go, hey, I made you rice. No, the fuck you didn't, Crystal.
All right.
No, the fuck you didn't. There's not even a rice maker in your pretend little kitchen, you stupid bitch.
Yeah.
Just increasingly mad.
Yeah. I notice patterns in things all the time.
Mm-hmm. Constantly.
Definitely or slightly?
Definitely.
I feel like you don't notice that good.
Oh my gosh, tons of patterns.
I'm going to say slightly.
It's fair.
I have some strong interests and I get upset if I can't pursue them. Like, no, we can't play with Play-Doh right now. Yeah.
Pull away.
No, we need to take a break, but we can come back to it.
Fine.
Slightly disagree.
Yeah, slightly disagree.
Okay. And this is the last question. I can tell if someone I'm talking to is getting bored.
I don't have that.
Slightly disagree.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't got that.
Mm-mm.
All right. The adult autism test results.
What if a thing just popped up and was like, you have autism?
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
womp.
These results indicate that you experience many typical signs of autism. You're at a 19 on the spectrum. So.
That's over halfway.
Yeah, it's over halfway. It's like 2/3, I'd say.
2/3 autistic. Or is it just on my way? Am I on the spectrum?
It's a spectrum. Yeah, and you're 2/3
So I'm on it, though.
of the way to
across
full.
to full.
Yeah.
How do I level up?
Well, let's find out.
Okay.
What should I know? Please remember this is only a test that indicates the common signs of autism based on your experience. Your results is not a clinical diagnosis and does not necessarily mean you're autistic. So, sorry. However, people who report scores like yours often benefit from an autism assessment.
I'm going to tell that to my doctor on Monday.
It's about $2,500
Doctor
for an
didn't need to know.
autism assessment.
They're making bank.
Yeah. It goes more into the assessment because I think that's what this website sells. The ones who give the test that's like, you're autistic. Pay for our assessment, you know.
Yeah. Wow.
So you might not really be.
We're like, yeah, you got it.
So you're 19 out of, I'm going to say 30. 19 out of 30.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Over halfway.
Yeah, 19 out of 30. That's like.
That's above average autistic.
It's probably like 60%.
Yeah.
Almost.
Do you think that's enough of the spectrum for me to be good at like some sort of instrument or language?
I think you would know by now. Yeah. No.
Maybe.
I think you would know by now.
Just missed it. Just missed it. It's like when you're a kid and you're trying to touch the rim and you're just missing it.
Yep.
Dang. I missed it.
Yeah.
I could play the ukulele
like
bad.
maybe if you were diagnosed in junior high, they'd have pushed you, down some like.
Nope.
Oh,
Found out today.
He's good at addition. Let's make him the manager of McDonald's or something like that. Most autistic people, I think, are just,
Fast food workers?
Yeah, they're doing their
Okay.
best to just, be a part.
I thought you were going to say news anchors.
I feel like the spectrum of autism creates either a genius or like a fast food worker.
Yeah. Which is also like the genius of fast food employees. Like,
They're lifetime employees.
yeah.
They're reliable.
Very loyal.
There's high value still, like I still,
Super high value.
no matter how rich you are, you're buying McDonald's at least once or twice a year.
They're never taking vacation either.
To do what?
Right.
They can't afford it.
Sit around being all
They can't-
autistic.
Yeah.
They don't want to do that.
No.
You know what I mean? Okay, so like autistic people that have a talent, they're like the pro athletes.
They're like the
Of
1%.
mental illness?
They're like the 1%.
And then the fast food employees are like the rest. They're like they played maybe a collegiate level basketball,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like,
And then there's the Elon Musks who are just
oh yeah,
outliers.
yeah, and they just like figure out how to hack the system, and then they just make
Like
billions.
like Elon Musk and Grimes had a baby. Like, what happens when two autistic people have a baby? Does the baby automatically have autism? Did they breed a superhero? Potentially?
Or is he never going to be able to speak?
Yeah.
Need around the clock care.
Yeah. Yeah.
One may never.
I mean, he's definitely gonna grow up resenting his name. I know that for a fact.
Yeah. You have fun learning to spell and do math
They're
to do your name.
I bet they just bred a supervillain that is gonna be this autistic, just like mastermind supervillain. It's like, my parents named me this crappy. Like, one of Elon Musk's sons already transgender something
Oh, really?
and like crapping all over his dad. Imagine this kid. His name's like an equation that doesn't make sense to anybody.
You know it has some profound meaning, though, doesn't it?
And he probably has a high level of autism.
So he's got talent and brains.
He's a supervillain. Grimes and Elon Musk made a supervillain. It's going to be artistic and autistic.
Yeah. Wow. It's over.
It's over.
It's over. What's his name? How do you pronounce his name?
I think they just call him X or something like that. Baby X. Is what
Baby
I
X.
heard.
Yeah,
I
he's
heard
a
him say
super villain.
something. Yeah. For sure.
He's a super villain.
For sure. Imagine one of these Nepo babies is actually qualified for the job.
Oh.
That would be a game changer. Like Elon Musk has a actually genius baby, or Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie has an actually movie star baby.
Right.
One of these Nepo kids just like succeeding only because of who their parents are actually is good at what they do.
Yeah.
And like deserves it based on their merit. That would be crazy.
Yeah. if they, had the privilege, but also like
The responsibility. Took the responsibility.
yeah, wow, they
Yeah.
really, yeah. I couldn't see
They would
it.
be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, for sure.
But the problem is that most of these Nepo babies are just like
Yeah.
failures.
Yeah. They're losers.
Yeah.
But I think too, they're also interesting. Right? Because like you said, they're all failures, and that's fun to watch.
Yeah, but I'm just imagining if they had succeeded in a similar way.
Like in an iconic.
Yeah, like imagine if Will Smith's kid became better and more iconic than Will Smith.
Yeah. That'd be.
It's not going to happen. No way,
Yeah.
But imagine if somehow the discipline or whatever it takes to do that, one of these Nepo kids could do.
Yeah. Call this a case against evolution. Like all these beautiful movie stars are breeding
Yeah.
these absolute hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
They all suck.
Mm-hmm.
Every kid of a Hollywood actor fucking sucks.
Like
You all suck.
like Tom Cruise's kid should be like flying planes by now.
Doing flips at least.
Because Tom Cruise is doing that. Like, where's the disconnect? You know? The money is what disconnects them.
I thought you were going to say autism.
Could be autism.
Yeah.
Oh, no. You know, some crazy stuff happening in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And in Scientology, if we're including that. But let's get back to the root of this subject, which is autism.
Okay.
Did you have an autistic kid in your class growing up, at school, that you were aware of?
I don't know. There was a lot of weird kids, you know, but
No, but like
not
diagnosed autistic.
I don't know. We had a kid with Tourette's, but
We had an autistic kid, and he was like actually weird, like not like a functioning autistic kid. Like
yeah.
it felt like he had something else, you know.
Yeah, okay.
And so it's like if you just have quirky personality traits nowadays, it's like, oh, he's antisocial and he likes his Legos more than he likes his friends.
Yeah.
Autism, you know.
right away.
But back then, but when I went to school, the kid with autism, you could tell he was autistic.
He's biting people.
Yeah. Definitely. Like weird, just doing weird stuff.
Hey,
constantly.
Bradley.
Like,
He's like, ah!
like yelling at himself
yeah.
in his locker, you know, just like,
Dude.
and then running through the halls, and like you could tell there was something wrong. Now it's like anyone who wants to be special, a little bit special, they're like, I'm on the spectrum. You're just trying to be special.
Yeah. You're just trying to be on reality TV.
It's like, and what are you good at? You know, I feel like people who pretend they're on the spectrum want you to think that they're the kind of autistic that has like a hidden talent.
Right.
Or is special in some way. Not the one who's like screaming at themselves in their locker and running through the hallways, you know, between periods.
Yeah. Well, of course. I mean.
But that's what this doctor in this article was saying, is that it's being overdiagnosed. And so,
because he was a part of.
Because he was a part of lowering the bar of what we consider autistic and opening the door for like all these categories, basically.
Yeah.
And it's like we all kind of fall into one of these categories.
Yeah. It was so inclusive
and now
that it made everyone equal.
Yeah, and now he regrets it, and he's coming out and he's saying this was a mistake, and now we're overdiagnosing. I mean, 1 in 36 is, first of all, crazy.
That's so high. But anyway, best of luck to these guys.
You know, treat everyone you know who's autistic with respect.
Contempt.
Unless they seem like they're faking it, in which case, call them out.
Yeah.
Say you want to see proof.
Yeah.
You know?
Certificate or something.
They're like, oh, sorry, I'm kind of autistic. Oh, yeah? Prove it.
Yeah. Then why'd you drive here, Gregory?
Prove it. Honestly, if autism is a spectrum, you can't claim you're autistic if you're in the first 2/3 of the spectrum, let's say.
Oh, yeah. Good call. First 2/3 of the spectrum?
Yeah.
Not autistic.
Not actually autistic.
Little weird.
Yeah.
You're a weirdo.
The last third, you probably got some autism in you. If I had to guess.
Yeah, but then you have to break that third up into thirds. Right?
That third,
final third?
Yeah, that third will become its own.
Yeah.
Like, these are the actually autistic people. We're overdiagnosing it, so most of you guys are just normal and think there's something wrong with you.
Yeah. For example, if you can drive, not autistic. Simple as that.
Yeah. Just interested in things a lot or whatever, you know? Just socially awkward.
Not autistic.
Just a nerd.
Just an incel.
Yeah. Just a complete geek about whatever it is you find interesting.
Oh, speaking of, happy Virginity Month. To all of you who found out you're not autistic, you're just weird.
Get out there.
Yeah. Congrats. Clean bill of health.
Yeah, there's no excuse for you now.
Maybe that's why more people are like more dudes.
I need a reason.
Yeah, because dudes.
I've never seen an autistic girl.
Yeah.
Have you?
One.
Is autism just like a male problem?
Yeah, yes, it is. Predominantly.
Really?
Yeah. Way more men have it than females.
Who invented this? Who invented autism? If it only affects men.
The devil.
The government?
Yeah, the government did it, dude.
Yeah.
For sure.
Definitely the government.
The government invented autism. We proved it here today. Once again, here's your apology, the number one source of disinformation.
Correct. You think in medieval times there were autistic people?
No.
It's something we got going on right now that's creating this autism. It just didn't used to exist.
Yeah. A lot of this shit didn't.
Yeah.
Until the government got involved.
Until the government made the food pyramid. I'm having my 8 servings of grain or whatever it is.
My Lucky Charms.
And now I bleed every time I poop.
A lot. Yeah, I have to sit on my back porch with my tea in the evening knowing that those thousands of frogs are all gay that I'm listening to.
And whose fault is it?
The government.
Yes, correct.
Gay frogs singing to me. I don't want gay frogs singing to me.
Nah.
Ribbit.
Your neighborhood seems like it would have the gayest frogs.
Yeah, for sure.
You got puddle frogs, you know?
That's what they call them.
They don't even have like bodies of water that they're next to. It's just like, oh, it rained and now we're all hanging out by this puddle.
Yeah.
Ribbit.
Fucking ribbit.
Like none of the like female frogs want to go to this puddle. They want to go to like a lake frog.
Because they're not invited.
You know? They're like, oh, this trailer park puddle frog versus this
backwoods ass frog.
This mansion freaking lake frog over here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mate with the lake frog, and the puddle frog is gay.
He's gay.
No tadpoles are growing up in puddles. Okay?
No real one.
It dries up.
Then where do they go?
That's what I'm saying. The gay frogs, they don't actually want the tadpoles. Too much responsibility.
Yeah.
Well, apparently you're on the spectrum. And
Thank you.
I don't think there's medication for it. So just lean into the things you feel like are talents of yours.
Got it.
And see what happens. That's the only advice I can give you as a adult finding out they have autism.
Yeah. It's a rough road for us on the spectrum.
Speaking of adults with autism, did you see any clips from the what's it called?
White House?
State of the Union? No.
Yeah.
No.
Did you see
What's it called?
Did you see this clown show?
The press secretary meeting. What's it called?
It's White House Correspondence dinner.
The White House Correspondence dinner. Did you see any clips from that?
I saw one clip of what's his name, Roy Jones Jr. No,
Yeah.
no.
What's his name?
It's
something Jr.
Roy Wood Jr. or something.
All right, you were close.
Yeah, Roy Jones Jr. Anyway, yeah, it was sad. Like I couldn't watch. I watched that one clip and was like, ugh.
Yeah.
You know?
I watched Biden do his thing.
He did something?
Yeah.
What?
He got up, he said his joke clearly, concisely.
Wasn't him.
And that's the thing. He was wearing sunglasses, which makes me think either it was his clone that they've, hired to fill in.
Yeah.
But sometimes he comes out and he can hold a speech together without messing up, How are they doing that?
Dude, they do some crazy shit with AI.
Do you think it's it's like medicine? Like, is there like a medicine that like erases dementia for a short period of time, that you can like push it together to like get out a string of jokes. Like he put his jokes out there and he didn't stumble over them. He like
hit the punchline.
Yeah. But he was wearing sunglasses the whole time.
Yeah, man.
So he had to be on something strong. They're covering his eyes.
Clone.
They're covering his eyes. He's got to be on something strong, keeping him alive up there, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Fucking
super Adderall. Like Adderall mixed with
blood.
With like Adderall mixed with opiates or something like that. Something that the government like loves, you know?
Yeah. Just feed it to old JoJo.
Yeah.
Let him go.
Push him out there.
Hey, you know how much we normally give him? Triple it. Send him out.
Triplet. He's got to tell some jokes tonight.
He's got to hit these these punchlines.
And somehow he held it together.
Boom,
But here's the other thing. Maybe I'm biased because most of the clips I see of Joe Biden are like the flubs. It's just him. Like, it's just a clip of him messing up.
That's his entire thing.
Yeah, but
that's his thing. That's his
but
shtick.
I didn't watch the rest of the speech. Maybe he gets through the whole speech perfectly, and I just see the clip of him like, yeah. I don't know. But on this clip, I saw like he went for way longer than I expected him to get through before it started to be like, okay, it's starting to fall apart a little bit. You know?
So maybe he should quit being the president and go on tour as a comedian. You know what I mean? Maybe. If he can hit the punchline and he can't deliver a fucking speech.
But maybe you're biased too. Maybe you only see the...
Do I sound fucking biased?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
Maybe he is hitting these punchlines in the rest of the speech, and we only get to see the little clip where he like...
I've seen a full
says
speech.
The yeah.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
No.
Do you think that they give him medication to focus and be able to pull it together in these types of performances? Do you think it's a medicine that's available to everybody?
No.
And they're just using it correctly for him? Or this is like some secret stuff that only he got access to that like clears the window of dementia for a moment where he can like clarity now and like, okay, let me read the teleprompter and give this speech.
Yeah, maybe there is a medication, but that's assuming that was the real Joe Biden and not some crazy hologram or some shit. You know what I mean? Like something pre-programmed.
So you think it could be some other conspiracy? For sure.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I mean, look at the shit that Drake put out that Drake didn't put out. It was so good.
The song that was AI Drake?
Yes. It was so good.
It went viral.
Yes. Yeah. And that's all free AI. Free to us. To us regular autistic people.
Okay, do you think that the Fox News correspondents are in on it then? Because they were there.
Tucker ain't no more.
Yeah, but the Pete, whatever his name is, that white dude in the press correspondence, the White House correspondent.
Peter Ducey?
Yeah. He was there. I saw him laughing at the jokes.
Oh, Peter Ducey was actually at the correspondence dinner?
Yeah.
What?
That's what I'm saying. If it was something
he's in on it.
Fake.
He's in on it.
He's either
They're all fucking in on it, right?
He's either in on it or...
He's in on it. There's no...
So...
Or he's not real.
I mean, he looks like the most vanilla person that I've ever seen.
I think I saw him get whiter as his career increased. He just... Like, he's fading away.
Like, how do you get that job of the White House correspondent person or whatever, the journalist who's asking all the questions, and look like...
A hangnail.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. How do you look like Peter Ducey? Is that his name? Ducey? How do you look like him and get that job?
Yeah.
No one's taking you seriously. You're no Tucker Carlson either with these questions.
Now you're going somewhere.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Also, R.I.P. Tucker.
R.I.P. brother.
You know? Don't know if you guys heard, but...
He died.
He is no longer with us. in the Fox sphere.
He is still alive.
We're waiting for him and Don Lemon to start their own podcast, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
That'd be the smart move.
Yeah.
Did you hear about Don Lemon got fired too?
Don Lemon got... No, I didn't. With all this hullabaloo about Tucker.
The articles are only Tucker Carlson.
Wow.
But Don Lemon also got fired.
I hope he
CNN.
sues for discrimination.
He better. He's gay and black. He's got multi-levels here.
Who took his spot?
The two women on the show that he was on.
Bio women?
Yep. Just continue on without him.
Oh. Were they at least black?
Nope. And they're not in their prime based on Don Lemon's
two white
standards.
Women not in their prime.
Yeah.
Took the spot of Don.
Took over CNN's Don Lemon's slot.
The Hammer Lemon.
Yep.
Wow.
I know CNN is wanting to appeal to a more conservative audience with the new leadership here, but it's still not a good look getting rid of the gay black man.
True.
In favor of the two white women.
Out of their prime.
That aren't even in their prime.
Not even in their prime.
Come on. CNN, the pendulum is swinging too far, CNN.
Serving up old meat. Throwing away the stallion and keeping the donkeys.
So Biden was able to hold himself together for these jokes. And he's apparently running in 2024 without any competition. The Democrats have said there's no debates.
Oh.
There's no running nothing for the primaries. It's Biden. Yeah.
How can they do that?
They do that kind of thing all the time. They're like,
just no primaries?
Oh, Bernie won, but actually we're going to do Hillary. You know, like.
I guess.
Yeah, they do that kind of stuff all the time. So, yeah,
wow.
No primaries. It's just Biden. Which, if he was able to pull it together for this correspondence dinner, but do you think he could pull it together for another 4-year term as president?
I don't know what he's taken.
It's hilarious to hear Joe Biden talk about the things that he thinks he's done well.
It's seriously like, this is satire, like our show.
Yeah.
But he's for real an onion piece, or like he is the Babylon Bees character of a president.
Yeah. He's like, look at what I inherited. You mean low unemployment, no inflation, and gas prices? The main issue for all Americans. These freaking gas prices.
Energy independent country.
Oh, Russia's now all of a sudden a threat again.
And China.
What have you accomplished? But he still goes out there and is like, we made 800,000 jobs.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, how many fucking stores did you shut down then reopen?
Yeah. Exactly.
Everybody filed for unemployment when you shut them the fuck down.
He tries so hard to make his things feel like accomplishments, but I feel like most Americans and most people who hear that, even on the left, hear him talking and are like, shut up. Please shut up. Like he's out there trying to brag about things by avoiding talking about other things.
Right.
And it's like most people can see right through that.
Of course, because we're waiting to hear the fucking answer to the real questions, and you're not giving them.
Yeah. Which will make 2024 will be interesting.
Because Trump and Biden are going to have to debate again, right? If
I feel
Trump's
like they're
the guy,
going to find a way to get him out of it. It feels like they're just going straight for the force it through. Nobody ask any questions. As long as we get to the finish line, that's what matters. Lie about it. Doesn't matter. As long as we get there.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes at this point. Because they know there's no movement for them.
There's no support.
Yeah.
So they're like, let's do it.
Just whatever it takes outside of convincing people to vote for us.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah.
2024, whatever it takes.
Joe Biden, whatever it takes.
That's hilarious. We should make shirts. Joe Biden 2024, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Like 6 months down the road, we're all slaves.
Yeah. Oh, they want to say we cheated? Well, we tell them it was Russia. You know? They just have like an excuse for everything. Well, because no. Did you? No, because, you know.
Trump sucks.
Yeah.
If Trump had this economy, it'd all be on fire.
But the COVID, I started when COVID happened. And then, remember, because the economy and, you know, they're just making up excuses.
Look what he inherited.
Look what I inherited. Jobs were at an all-time high.
Yeah. You know how much work it took to tank this fucking thing?
Yeah.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Same motto that
2024, we're going to do whatever it takes.
to take control of this economy and your life.
Yeah.
And this country.
Democrats, 2024.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
This week's apology goes out to all of you people out there, majority young men, who have been misdiagnosed with autism and are about to find out. It wasn't the autism that made you special. It was the fact that no one could stand being around you. There's no excuse for it. Look, you're going to have to go back to regular math. No more coloring or emptying recycle bins, waving at your friends, you know, when you go into their classroom to empty their paper recycling or whatever. Look, you're going to have a reputation. You don't belong in the special ed class, but also you're at the very low end of the normal people class, like the you know what I mean? Soon you're going to realize that you're not socially awkward. You're just an asshole. If your autism doesn't come with superpowers, like playing the piano like a fucking beautiful saint, then you don't have autism. If you can drive, you don't have autism. If you can color inside the lines and know how to make a peanut butter sandwich without fucking getting jelly everywhere and on your lips, you're not autistic.